This is Dr. Bell's kind of crappy video of spectrometer basics, but I think you'll get the idea. This is an example of a spectrometer, and what a spectrometer does is it measures the light interacting with the sample, and in this case it's going to measure the light passing through the sample, or actually the light that doesn't pass through the sample, and it's called the absorbance. So whatever light doesn't pass through is absorbed by the sample, and so we call that the absorbance. And there are two components to this. You have a wavelength of light, and then right here we have the absorbance reading at that wavelength. This is the sample holder. This is called a cuvette. So a cuvette's just a little square sample holder. And this one is made of quartz, and so it does not absorb in the UV light range. And so that we can put samples in it and we don't have to worry about the cuvette having its own personal absorbance. We want that to be for sure. Before we use the cuvette, we have to chem wipe it off. Let me do that, so that we don't have smudgies all over the sides of the glass. And you can see I'm holding it, there's a frosted side and a transparent side. I'm holding it by the frosted side. We're going to put it into the sample chamber. And so here's the sample chamber right here. And we stick it so that the transparent sides are side to side. And what happens is the light passes through the sample from one side to the other, and then the instrument measures how much light is absorbed by the sample in comparison to a reference. Then, so you can see our quartz cuvette at 200 nanometers absorbs at 0.193 absorbance units. And we can change that wavelength. So let's change it to 300 nanometers. And there it is at 300 nanometers. And you can see at 300 nanometers it doesn't absorb anything. And so what you do is you increment that reading and you write down these readings, and then what you'll do is you'll get the list of absorbances that were given to you to process that came from Dr. Hallen's group, and that's what you're going to make your chart out of. All right? That's just a little basics. If you have any questions, you're always welcome.